Today we have a Rogers Cadet 3 amplifier made in England. It's a really nice little amp, but the complaint is that only one channel is working, and so I've pulled the amplifier out here, which is a nice little, really nice compact little unit that slides right into the back of the radio box. And I just have an LP playing over here. The output from the LP is coming to the input, and I'm trying to see if it's working or not. So I've got two speakers hooked up. These are the backs of the speakers. Lo and behold, I only hear sound out of this guy, which is actually the left channel. And so I'm trying to figure out what is going on here. So I was poking around with some voltages, and I found this one. When I touch it, I clearly hear the sound out of the right channel. So that means the right channel is probably working, and that's 107 volts. And if I measure the same one down here, which I also get a sound if I touch it, it's more like 111 volts, whatever. It's close, which is good. So I think the amp is working. So now I'm thinking it's the preamp is the problem. We'll take a look in there next. Alright, something wouldn't be British if it didn't have a quirk. So in this case, to get the preamp out, you actually have to take off this decorative metal cover. And you'd say, well, that shouldn't be too hard. Well, there's a screw here, and the only other thing are the nuts on the pots. Well, that's where we see some British quirks, right there. So there's an unusually long screw here, and then these you would think would be tight, but they're not. They are finger tight, because these are not the primary nut that holds the pot in. These are secondary nuts. Again, only the British could come up with something like this. Now you take this off, and then, only then, can you get to the actual screw that releases the preamp. So that's where we are now. Okay, we finally got this preamp box cover off here, and this is yet the third different length of Phillips head screw that I've encountered. I'm going to call that another British quirk. So I better keep these with the cover so that I don't get these mixed up with the medium length ones that hold this box onto the outside, or the long length ones that hold this into the chassis. Okay, so the preamp is on, the amp is on. When I move this, the sound goes up and down about 20 dB. Should not be doing that. I think I've got a bad wire on this side. Can't quite figure out which side it's on. It's going to take a while to figure this one out. Maybe it's the whole chassis here. Yep. If I slightly twist the chassis, it goes from working to not working. So I think we've got a really unusual situation here. See if we can track that down. This preamp has a unusual thing on it, and I don't know what this bulbous thing is, but if I wiggle it, I can hear it cut in and out. And I'm loath to pull this out while the power's on, but I don't know what on earth this thing is, but I'm definitely going to have to open it up and find out. Very strange. Well, this thing is just a couple of capacitors and resistors. It's probably some kind of a filter plug-in. The leads on here are extremely dirty, so I'm going to clean those up, and we'll see if that may fix the problem. I also don't like this one capacitor here. It looks like it either got burned with a soldering iron or it actually arced or something. So we'll see if there's something we have to take care of there. Well, so again, if I twist the chassis, I get like 20 dB gain. And if I let go of it, it's quiet again. So I'm pushing now on every part. That's really, I can't seem to see anything, that's the problem. So I'm just pushing on every part with a wood stick here so I don't get shocked. Just to see if I can find one that might be loose or something. I've tried all the pots, they don't seem to have any particular spots on them that are hot or not, so I don't think that's the problem. And I've worked all the switches, they don't seem to have a problem either. I've wiggled the tubes, those don't have any trouble. I'm thinking it may be one of these little plastic standoffs in here to isolate from the chassis. Maybe one is cracked or something, but I haven't found it yet. We'll just continue doing this until we find something that seems to be loose. Well, this is taking quite a lot of poking and prodding here, but I found out if I touch, if I measure the voltage across this capacitor here, this big 0.1 microfarad guy, I get 136 volts. If I measure, and this is the channel that works, the left channel, if I measure this one, I get only, well, I guess basically 0 volts. So there is a good chance that this capacitor is shot. And I'm going to have to try pulling that out and see if that makes a difference. Replacing that one. So we got that little blue capacitor in there. The white one is out of the circuit, a yellowish one. And that was reading 0 volts across the yellow one. The blue one now is reading 140 volts, which is equivalent to the other side. So we've got the voltage, still don't have a signal on that side. So you got to figure that out still. So it turns out that the jack I'm using on the front feeds the signal not in the right 2 pins. So it was only feeding the left channel. So if I jumper it, I actually get sound out of the right channel now, just like I'm supposed to. So now I got sound out of the left and sound out of the right, because I had to jumper it. The thing with the twisting the chassis was interesting. That's related to the capacitor that I changed that I thought was bad. Turns out the solder joint was what was bad over here, and by twisting it, it was actually making connection or breaking it. And so now twisting this doesn't do anything, which is good. Maybe I'll put the original capacitor back in just for old time's sake. But that seems to be the problem. I'll have to try some more tricks just to make sure, but this external input here, if I touch the two inputs here, I do get a sound out the left channel or the right channel, depending which one I touch. So indeed they're both working. So that's good news. It's humming like crazy now because I've got all these open things and I've got the external source on. There we go, that makes the hum go away. So one more truly British quirk about this Rogers Cadet 3, the treble knob is backwards. Minimum treble is clockwise, maximum treble is counterclockwise. It's the opposite of the bass, opposite of the volume. That is truly British. The wiring is so beautiful inside, the layout's really nice. It's a shame that it's all hidden by this sort of ugly box. Nice piece of equipment though, it sounds fantastic.